Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Windwalker's Flying Circus. Sadly, I'm still sick and I had some very nasty fever. That's why I didn't stream tonight. But I've been playing a little bit offline, and for all people who keep complaining that I never play realistic, oh boy, I have a feast for you. Now, recently I've been flying realistic jets, Russians mostly, just to speed up the unlocks of the MiG-19. However, I actually started enjoying that. So I've been flying some low-tier jets just to get some upgrades. As you can see, this Yak-17 is fully stock. So this is a stock RB game that you're about to see. I will yank it from the replay because I believe it kind of deserves to be shown. It was pretty great, actually. Now, let me just see how the hell am I supposed to... No, not leaderboards. Replays. Yeah, let's go for that one. Now, I'll probably skip through the boring parts, so I don't want to bug you, because you know that realistic rounds can last quite some time. So, let me remove the battle chat, I'll leave the minimap on, and let's speed this up a little bit. First thing that you're gonna notice if you want to fly the Yak-17, it is disaster when it comes to speed, at least when it comes to stock plane. It will probably improve a little bit, but I don't expect it's gonna be too much. So I was kinda accelerating my way towards the enemy, and I was in a little bit later spawn. As you can see, everyone is faster than me and just moving away, but that's not necessarily bad, and you'll see why. Because most of the RB kills you're gonna get not in a 1 versus 1 duel, but by clearing the friendly's tail. And that's exactly what I did in the first part of the match. So let me speed this up a little bit. On the first target, that was a DO-335, and since I just started warming up, I didn't really get my guns on the target straight. So this guy actually gave me the most trouble. As you can see, I'm nowhere near. And actually I had a couple of good shots, but as you can see, I'm not leading enough. By the way, this was a USA server, so yeah, that kind of fucked me up. I did crit him. I did hit his left wing, so he couldn't really bank left properly. But considering that I depleted all of my rounds, I had no choice but to try to buzz him and to make him, well, make a mistake. Sometimes that actually works. He didn't know that I was out of rounds. So, since I already damaged him, well, I kind of forced him to crash. And that gave me my first kill. I know, it's a little bit of dick move, but it wasn't without the risk. I could have ended up in the ground instead of him. Fortunately for me, that did not happen. As you can see, we're scissoring, but I'm using flaps, cutting throttle, because I know that there is absolutely no way that the Dornier 335 can outmaneuver me, and there we go, he made a mistake, he banked to the left with his damaged wing, he couldn't recover, and that's a kill number 1. Considering that I'm out of rounds, I'm gonna quickly run to the base to rearm. And then comes the fun part. Actually rip my flap off here, because I am still unfamiliar with the plane. I've barely flown it like 2 or 3 times, so I didn't really know what's the flap threshold, but we safely managed to land. And also, small tip with this plane, when you're landing, you know how people tend to use the rudder, the drifts, a little bit to remove the excess speed. Well, I wouldn't really recommend it, because this thing is a little bit unstable, and because of those fuel pods that he has on the wings, you might tip over doing that and smack the ground. So, unless you have another choice, I would not recommend you doing this. And we are in the air. What the hell did I just do? Camera. How to change this? Nope. Shit. Sorry, guys. What did I do? Windwalker. Yeah, like this. So, we're flying back to the combat area. And my team is getting stomped. So, considering that I was too far away to help them, I went for the first logical target. You see this dot around here? Well, that's a Dornier. At this point I didn't know whether he has guns or not, so it was kinda tricky to see. But once I got close and I took a look at his engine cells, I figured out that it's completely defenseless. Yep, there he is. He dropped the bombs. He spotted me, started maneuvering, but it was already too late. I picked up enough speed. That's it. Kill number 2. Still got more than enough rounds. I think I only wasted 20 rounds. So that I had 104, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit more. Now, what I see here, there is one BF-109, there is a J-7W who actually crash landed here on C because he got hit by a gunner from the aisle 2. But it would be a dick move to wait for him to spawn so I can strafe him on the ground. I'm not that kind of a guy, even though a lot of people don't have a problem with that. As you can see, he is here repairing. But this BF-109 was wrecking the aisle 2s attacking the ground units. So, that means that he is very low on rounds. Besides, he's not even paying attention. He is just, you know, chasing aisle 2s. So, that's the next logical move. But I was most afraid of this K-84 bugger. And as you can see, maintaining speed and altitude above him. Starting my run, I figured out he's gonna loop or circle. He made a circle, big mistake, so he bled extra speed. Going in for a kill. He was still chasing a bot. Here comes the K-84. Now, I didn't want to turn with this guy because I know that he's gonna outmaneuver me. So I was using speed to my advantage to stay away and on top of him. Considering that I was going over 500, I could afford the risk, and that risk definitely paid off. He tried again. And he got killed. Kill number 4. In the meantime, a little J7 repaired and took off. So now we can fight. And at this point I was very low on rounds. I didn't know. I knew that I'm not supposed to risk a head-on because that thing has 430 mils. That's number 1. Second, I'm very low on rounds. If I miss, he's gonna hunt me down. So I kind of forced him to bleed some ammo, like this. And also, those are 430 mils, and he just took off, so he's not too fast, and that 30 mil is generating additional recoil, which is slowing him down. So, let's get in for another kill. Miss. And here I did a reversal and set him on fire. There we go. Bye-bye, J7W1. So that's kill number 5. Haven't lost the plane, and that was a victory blow. Well, so much for me not playing RB. If you guys enjoyed the show and you would like to see more of this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. You have also link for Discord if you want to squad up with me at some point and play. Also, I'm playing this game on daily basis, so feel free to find me in the game, join my Discord, and play with me. As always, check your 6. I might be in your ass. Peace.